Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. All right. So this has gone up a little bit later than I normally post because, chaos as usual, but I'm so glad to be here. We have so much to talk about. We're going to get into Hank and Skank's latest antics because it's just always a thing, right? Always. They're always up to some stuff. So we're going to talk about that. Revealing the Narc has shared a new video that I really want to look at with you because Megan's right before she left, she did some stuff. Anyway, it's a lot of stuff. I'm Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Sorry, this one's a little bit late. Chaos, but it's all good. I'm Jen. I'm so glad you're here. We have so much to get into. Just a couple of housekeeping things. I'm planning on today's Thursday. I'm recording this in real time. I don't normally do that. So, that should tell you how life is going right now. But I am planning a live stream for this evening. So come back. I'm not sure what time yet. I have an appointment and I don't know how long it'll last. So it'll probably be 4 Eastern or 5 Eastern. I'm just not sure. So that'd be 9 or 10 if you're in the UK, or to be 1 or 2 if you're on the West Coast. We'll figure it out. I'll post it in the community tab. Check back lots, but man, am I glad you're here. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to share one thing with you. I shared it on a live stream, but I know not everybody watches the live stream. I shared it on the last one, and I wasn't going to share it. But here goes. Guys, I just lost over 100 pounds, like right now. And it's just not something I normally talk about. And honestly, I can't talk about it too much because understandably, there's a lot to it. And I get very emotional when I talk about it. But I did. It's been well over 100 pounds, actually. But anyway, none of that matters. Why am I telling you this? Because I'm thinking of starting another channel, and I'm thinking of going through how I did it. It's been 1 year. I've not taken any meds. It's not anything like that. It's just stress and everything else. But anyway, I thought I'd talk to you about it. If that's something you want to hear, I'm asking that you leave me comments and let me know, and we'll go from there. I've kind of had to let the travel channel kind of take a hiatus just because, again, life chaos and all that. 2024. Whew. I may take over that channel with it. I'm just not sure. Or I may just start a new channel. Anyway, I'm open to your thoughts. Let me know if this is something you'd want to watch, and I'll think about it really hard. But anyway, okay. Now let's get into the Harry and Meghan stuff. Guys, I'm so glad you're here. Can I just give you a big group hug and take a big collective? Okay, let's get into this. Here we go. Let's start with revealing the narc because I love her. If you guys don't know, I love her. I've had her on a couple of times. She's had me on hers. I just did a live stream with her. What was it? Monday. Had the best time. She's great. She's on her way up. So make sure you're following that channel. She's great. But she's so lovely and so gracious and lets me use her clips. So I did get permission to use her clips. I want to show you these, but I want to encourage you to still follow her channel because she goes so good over clips like this. It's definitely worth the follow. She's on, I think, all social media now, but you can find her here on YouTube. Now let's take a look. She found this moment of Meghan. I'm going to set the stage at Invictus in one of her $16,000 coats. If you're like, Jen, what are you talking about? Somebody figured out that roughly they believe that she spent about $16,000 in coats in 4 days. I just want to put that out there. 16,000 in coats. Again, I said this before, and it's not, oh, look at me. I'm not trying to be mad. I'm saying in general, most people, I think, if you have the money and it's a good cause that you actually believe in like this, Invictus has their own branded coats. I would wear one of those and take the 16,000 I would have spent and give it to the charity or give it to, that would fly over a couple of the vets' family members, to support them. That would maybe, I could use it to boost up their accommodations, something, pay for some of their medical bills, things like that. She just would never. It's crazy to me. And I'd love to know the ins and outs of who foots these bills. I have my own suspicions, but I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it in writing. Anyway, okay, let's take a look. Again, thank you, Revealing the Narc, for your generosity in sharing your clips. I found this on Twitter at X, so let's take a look. And I have 2 versions of it. The main version she shared, and then I zoomed in because people always ask, can you zoom in some? This program isn't great about zooming in, so I just did it on my phone. So I'll show you both versions. We can take a look. Here we go. So here's Meghan. And Invictus, there's not any sound, but you can see what's happening. She's talking to this lady. Okay. Hands on lady. Look. Hands on lady. She moves her. She moves this. Sorry. Let me try again. She moves this lady telling her story because she wants to be more on camera. We're going to watch again and then I'll zoom in. Here we go. So look, this lady's, it looks like she's sharing something with her. Meghan has a more serious face, puts her hands on her, moves her in front of the camera. So that way Meghan gets the shot. Revealing actually wrote, oh my gosh, she's spotted. Sorry, this print is typing in. She's spotted. Oh, let me back it up. She's spotted looking in the direction of the camera, touches the woman, moves her in the right place. That's exactly what it is. She's used to be able to move people around. I don't understand it. This woman looks like they appear to be having, I don't believe Meghan's capable of a heartfelt conversation, but they appear to be having some sort of conversation where Meghan's making a more serious face. So based on that, I'm going to assume it's something more serious they're talking about. Meghan moves her. Unbelievable, right? Let's take a closer look here. All right, I'll make myself smaller. You can see it. Here you go. Here you go. Look, zoomed in, talking to this lady, serious, puts her hands on her, moves her. Moves her. I don't care. Okay, first of all, it's obnoxious to do because we know why she did it. It's because the camera's there, and that's obnoxious. Obnoxious. But I don't even care if her camera's not there. Why do you need to put your hands on someone? I understand if you're a friend or a family member or something, you're gonna sympathetic gesture, fine. And we, it's fine. I don't even begrudge that. It's the why would you ever move somebody? Short of moving them out of a way of a danger or, if somebody's trying to pass or something, I wouldn't even move them. I just say, hey, look out, whatever. Meghan moves people around. It's just further physical proof. In my opinion, Meghan sees people as just pawns. That's all they are to her. Isn't that wild? My question is, why do people put up with this? If somebody I don't know and I were having a conversation, I'm presuming this lady doesn't know her or maybe even barely knows her. If somebody puts their hands on me more than just a sympathetic pat and is trying to physically move me, and again, if there's not somebody coming through or something going on, move me out of the way if there's a fire. Otherwise, don't touch me. That's so rude. And it's so Meghan. It's so Meghan to do that, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I just can't. I cannot with this. Thank you, Revealing the Narc, for finding this clip. You're wonderful. Again, follow Revealing the Narc because she is wonderful. Oh, the other shout out I meant to give the Sidley twins. I love them, triplets. They are doing a Galentine's Day show tomorrow. I will be on it. So look for that. I still don't know a time. I don't think they've announced it. I'll check back and see, and I'll let you know. But I'm going to be on it tomorrow. It's going to be a live show. I think it's going to be sometime in the evening. I'm just not sure. I think last I heard it's going to be fun, like celebrity crushes and stuff like that, and just kind of have fun with Galentine's Day. I think that she's going to have several surprise guests. Can't wait. I'm so excited. So check back for that. And again, I am planning a live tonight. So just don't know what time yet, but so bear with me and check back for that. Okay, now let's keep going with the news. Thank you, Revealing the Narc, for that. Oh, also, shout out to John Witherspoon. I keep shouting him out, but he's so awesome. We recorded so much for Blake Lively, and more stuff has been coming out. So we're still talking behind the scenes, and we'll probably do another recording at some point once more stuff updates. But I'm just telling you, he's been wonderful. Thank you, John Witherspoon, for all your help on that case. That is coming out soon. Again, I've kind of bumped it because all this Invictus stuff is coming out. When this slows down, I will be releasing that. It'll be at least 2 episodes, maybe 3. So good. Even if you don't know about the case, even if you have a passing interest in the case, it's good. We'll get into that because I do have some Blake Lively stuff here. But first, I want to do this. This is from St. Meghan Markle. So this is Group Project. What's your favorite mask slip moment? Insert yours in the comments below. Here's some to start. So this was posted on St. Meghan Markle. It doesn't say the name of who posted it. I'd shout them out. If I see it, I'll shout them out. But here's one that we just got from Invictus. They keep painting this she's gone now, but they posted this loved up display that we're just supposed to buy hook, line, and sinker. And then we get photos like this. And yeah, an argument can be made that you can pause anybody's face. You could pause mine right now. And I might be telling you, I got a puppy and I'm smiling, but then at 1 second I might be like this. And then if you pause my face like that, sure. That's not what's happening because it continues to happen. It seems to be, I don't think that you could pause one person's face like this and the other one accidentally be making this face. They seem to be reacting to each other and it doesn't look good. All right, let's keep going. That is my personal favorite mask slip moment. right there. I've showed this a million times. Don't care. We'll continue to show it. If you don't remember, it's from the Royal Albert Hall. They went to, oh my gosh, if you didn't watch my videos, I've done at least two, maybe three videos on this night. This is one of my favorite nights. They went to this thing, I can't remember what it's called now, but it was a musical event. Um, and again, it was about the servicemen and women. They had a the whatever musical group, and they went to see it. They walked in late. They assumed the applause for them was for them. It's not, unless the whole auditorium is psychic. Like, the whole thing is cringe and chaos. They seem to be arguing in the car, and my theory was that I think she thinks the windows are blacked out. And so she thought she could just yell at him like this and they wouldn't be seen. That's just my guess. That's my take on things, but I assume that's what happened. But anyway, I've broken this down several times, and then I went back with Dylan and we broke it down. So definitely go check that out, because that's one of my favorite mask drops. Mask slips. I really think she thought she wouldn't be caught on that one. I really do. All right. But again, you know what? Go back. I probably make a face like this when I'm thinking about something, but it's the reaction in both of them that tells me it's probably not just a 1 second face. You know, I think this is something that happened. Okay. This one is still one of my favorites too. When Doria dares talk, Meghan just can't believe it and makes this face. This is one of the funny ones to me because I have a short about this where I show I did it a long time ago, where I show Meghan doing this to her mom when her mom dares speak. I think her mom was asked a question, and I'm no Doria fan, but her mom didn't do anything wrong. They asked Doria a question, her mom dared speak, and Meghan just made this face. And I had so many of the mediocre mafia saying things like, "You don't understand a mother-daughter relationship." I'm like, I don't. I have a mother. I have a daughter. I understand it very well. This isn't a face you make at your mom. Even if I was confused, I can't say that I would glare at her because she dared speak. That's ridiculous. Again, it's just that, how do you defend something like this? They always find a way. And then somebody posted this. I assume these are on Harold of Harold and Fraud. Maybe it's her, but she's putting on faces, but it's more about his reaction to her faces in these. That makes me laugh. Oh, and then they shared this photo too. Look at that. Happy wedding day, everybody. I can't make sense of it. All right, I'm going to say something. I'm going to dance around something that I haven't said. Maggie Poo never gets the underclothes right. I never realized before that it appears nothing is happening under the dress. Is that how you see it too? And it's not something I would normally ever discuss. But what the holy hell is happening? What? That just says even more that it's like I rolled out of bed and got dressed. Like the hair, the dress fit, all of it. You see it too, right? Okay, let's move on. Anyway, I just assumed it was like a horrible strapless number once again because that's her favorite to do. I don't think that's what it is. But anyway, speaking of mask slips, happy, happy day. I'll never forget her smacking that guy's hand out of the way when she got out of the car. That tells me a lot. I need to know about that day. Okay. We got this one from another Invictus. Again, oh, happy, happy joy, happy to be there. Look at me. I'm angry. Nothing says I'm happy to be there like the neck tension, right? So I just don't even know. Like, I'm so happy to be here. I can't wait for the live stream later, guys. It's crazy. And then, this one, I don't know what FAFO means, and I meant to Google that, but anyway, I like this one because they both seem to have just an inkling of how. Excuse me 1 second. I just had to look this up on the fly. It's fine. Here we go. What does FAFO mean? Oh, blank around and find out. Okay, I should have known that. I just never seen it spelled out as FAFO. Now I know. FAFO. Reminds me of FAO Schwartz. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. Look at his face. Look at hers. This was at the Queen's funeral. Then we have this one. Again, one of my favorites. So many good Invictus moments. This was last year. Yeah, looking so good and happy and thrilled that Harry is ahead of her and speaking, right? And then this one, when somebody else dares speak or dares to get the attention. Oh, still one of my favorites. And again, it doesn't I don't think this one was a, "Oh, they took 1 second and she was making a face," because it was this, and then she glares over at the camera right after this. This is the toilet paper fascinator. I feel like I should just shove "Oh, excuse me. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. Here we go. I mean, what am I doing with myself? Here we go. Is that good? Oh, yeah, I look good. What's the problem? What? Ready? Yeah, I mean, nothing to see here. Anyway, all right. Seriously, I feel like I'm losing my mind this morning. Okay, let's keep going. And then this, I don't even know if you qualify this as a mask slip. This is just a look at me. I'm smug. Have you ever seen anybody more smug to be getting on a private plane? No, me neither. Okay, seriously. This is one of those where an influencer will you've heard these stories where they post, "I'm flying private," and then it turns out, no, you're not. You're sitting on a commercial flight, but you photoshopped or you've like whatever Google image whatever it is, pulled a Google image of a private plane and tried to pretend like you're flying private. That's kind of the vibes I get. Goodness gracious. All right. Oh, and then this one from the was it Skippy and Skip's wedding? And then, yeah, just looking good, looking great. Oh god. There's so many of these. Yeah, I often show these as well because I think this isn't just one single moment pulled. This is like Phew, excuse me. This is a history of doing stuff like this. This is awful, and this is that face she makes. That face she makes is so awful here and scary. And what did Catherine do wrong? Dare exist? Dare be more happy? Dare be more popular? Graceful, charming, elegant? I can keep going. How dare she dare marry the right brother, not the idiotic one, the angry one? Oh god, and then I pulled this one because I'll never forget. This isn't even a mask slip. I don't care. This is just a false. You can put on all the Julia Roberts fakeness that you want. I'm not calling Julia Roberts fake. I'm saying emulating Julia Roberts fakeness that you want. It doesn't make it doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't make you likable. Oh yeah, and then that one. That one always scares me. Just to me, this is a very calculating face. I think she's thinking, this interview's going great. Everybody's gonna love me. What could go wrong? I'm brilliant. And then I pulled this one. Meghan only has 2 expressions, smug, yes, or deranged, yes. I tried to think maybe she was a newbie, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Nope. All right, let's talk about this one. This is why I thought about the Blake Lively thing, because people are alleging that Blake Lively seems to be a narcissist. So this one is posted by Outside Music 1971. It says, "Dear Rachel, there's a new narc on the playground. Dun, dun, dun. I've been equally engrossed in all the narc lively. The Woody Allen apologist. I forgot about that. That was something with Blake Lively. Is that yeah? Okay. With Justin Baldoni, as I was when narc Rachel arrived. Look at that face. They have absolutely captivated the tabloids since the Woody Allen apologist sued Justin right before Christmas. The Woody Allen apologist is now the new it girl on the Reddit playground. It ends with lawsuits. That's brilliant. I've said it here before. I believe the attention going to this, the attention going to this equally awful narcissistic, whom is also a word salad, extra hand talker, part of Rachel's manic ways to grab more attention. That's interesting. So I will be covering that Blake Lively stuff. Again, a huge shout out. And thank you to John Witherspoon. You'll see he's excellent. We both did a lot of homework and put a lot of thought into this. And I'm excited for you to see our videos, plural, on the Blake Lively stuff, probably coming up either over the weekend or early next week, depending on what happens with Invictus. Yes, there are so many similarities. The difference is that one married an insufferable man who's at least capable. The other one married an insufferable man who is not. So I'm guessing, if I had to use my guess, they're talking the Woody Allen apologist. So Blake Lively married Ryan Reynolds, who seems to be a little bit more capable than has no balls. So there's that. All right. HWB in charge says Heard versus Markle versus Lively. I think Heard is the craziest. This is where I want your comments. Who do you think? Crazy may not be the word. Maybe who do you think in your opinion seems to be the most narcissistic? Let's do it that way. What do you think? That's a tough one. I'm still learning the Lively thing, so I'm going to take that out of it and say, God, I don't know. Heard physically scares me more because we saw the physical stuff with Johnny Depp in the bottle and whatnot, and like accusations of throwing punches. So physically, Heard scares me more. Mentally, I think Markle might scare me more. I think because Heard has since disappeared, and I know she pops back up like a pop-up book from hell, but Markle seems to make it her mission to destroy people. And I could say the same about Amber, but I don't know. Markle seems to go out of her way to destroy many people. Harry, families, her family, his family. You name it. Once they've served their purpose, that's it. So I don't know. They scare me in different ways. She'd win whatever that means. Most likely she'd take they're talking about Heard. She'd take a dump in every single contestant. Oh, they're talking about what if you put them on a like Survivor type game show. That's funny. Okay. Heard is the craziest. Okay. That's funny. Survivor like show. Goodness. All right. But in Blake Lively's case, Ryan is the bigger a-hole than her. So I don't know enough about that. I'm reading this, but I'm going to suspend judgment until I learn more about Ryan. I do we talk through what Ryan's being accused of, and it does sound pretty bad in regards to This Ends With Us and the lawsuits and stuff. So we'll go into that once I sit down, once you see the interview with John Witherspoon. But I'm just going to read this. This is from Golden Bee. It says, Ryan's a bigger a-hole than her. She's entitled, spoiled, rotten, disgusting human being. Since she was on, I always want to make that Gilmore Girl. It's Gossip Girl. Imagine making fun of co-star. So I'd heard rumblings of this. I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know if it's been proven, but I've heard rumblings of the same thing so in case you don't know, on Gossip Girl, the thing was, it was about, oh God, I used to watch it. It was Serena and Blair. So Blake played Serena and Leighton played Blair, and there's always rumblings that they didn't get along. And then I heard, so in case you didn't know, Blair is played by Leighton Meester, and she talks about her, I believe she was born when her mother was in jail, something like that. I might be saying it wrong, but it was something to do with her mother was incarcerated. So it's kind of a known thing. And then there's rumors going around that Blake would use that against her and make fun of her for that. If so, that's just absolutely terrible. So this person is saying, imagine making fun of co-star Leighton Meester being born in jail, calling her monkey, and saying some are born in a cage during a press interview. Did she really? I didn't know that about the press interview. Ryan and Blake think they can hide all their insults in disguise of humor, but they both were always the biggest jerks. Water really helps find its own level, be it by the way of cheating on their partners. It took almost 20 years bad behavior to get canceled. Whatever said and done, Harry isn't even half as evil as Ryan. See, I don't know about that yet. I'd like to look into it and research on my own before I co-sign on this statement, but I think they bring up an interesting point. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, Heard, Blake, and Markle in that order. Heard made yeah, she did. She made some claims, cut off his finger, and accusations of putting out a lit cigarette on Johnny's face. Blake made some claims, tried to steal the movie in attempts to destroy Baldoni's career and character. Meghan, well, we've only seen the surface, and if it's repugnant like her so far. I've always said that about Meghan. I think there's so much more that we don't know. If I ever had the chance to sit down with Catherine and I was allowed to ask any questions, I would like to know things like that. Like, what do we not know? We know all the things that she's done to Catherine publicly. We know all the things that her followers have done to Catherine publicly. I feel like that's the tip of the iceberg. I feel like so much more has happened, and Catherine's wonderful and just doesn't speak out about this stuff. So I would like to know more like that. I think about that a lot. And then Harry's implants points out, I'd like to throw in Hilaria. I love talking about her. How you say cucumber? Idiot. And Alec, Jada, and Will on that island too. I'd pay Netflix to watch that. I think that's pretty great. Okay. And then Crinkle Cut says, I think Harry's more than just an idiot. Um, He is a much nastier piece of work than that. I tend to think so too. To list a few example, he was a traitor to his then queen and country. He's been absolutely vindictive toward his family, and then you can read the rest. I tend to that's kind of the camp I fall into. I think because Harry was likable for a long time. I think he was likable because the palace helped him be likable. That's my opinion. Um, and he he had a little bit of charm to him or something, and again, that could be the palace, I suspect, building him up to look like that. Whatever it was, he had something. So, I think people and the people respect and love the royal family, so they sometimes give him a little bit more of a pass than I truly think he deserves. I think he's just as bad, sometimes worse than Meghan. Worse in a different way. So I will never give him that free pass. I saw how he tweeted treated Her Majesty the late Queen. How he continues to treat Catherine and William. Look at the book, sharing personal, intimate details. Look how he treats his dad. Look how he treats Camilla. Just sorry, people get on me. Queen Camilla, King Charles, Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales. You get. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just go casual in the way I talk. You know who I'm talking about. I always get comments about that. Why don't you give them their titles? I do. It's like I'm speaking to my friend here. And so sometimes I say, can you believe how good Catherine looked? You know who I mean. I respect the heck out of all of them. Anyway, doesn't matter. And then he sat there while she did the curtsy BS. And then even before all that, he blew off the veterans events to go pitch himself and his Instagram loving bee wife for voiceover work. So that guy sucks too. He really does. All right, let's keep going. I had no idea she said that about Leighton Meester. Yeah, what a bloody bee. If that's the case, that is horrible. I want to look into that as well. And then yeah, that was all that I pulled. I want to read this last one. So according to Accomplished Sell, it says Leighton was allegedly relentlessly bullied by Blake and then made sure that Leighton was the one to get the public reputation as a mean girl. She's been terrible forever. I'm glad Leighton seems to be doing well. So I can't speak to that because I need to do a little bit more research. But the way I understood it, that's how I understand it to be too, is that Leighton just basically didn't speak up about how bad the treatment was, but it sounds like it was pretty bad. So think about that. But I can't wait to go into that stuff. I can't wait to see your reaction to that stuff. It's coming in just days, so look for that. I also sat down with Michelle from Royal Daily Tea, so I'll be popping up with that very soon. And again, I plan on having a live chat here in a few hours. So check back. I'm just not sure. It'll either be 4 or 5 Eastern time. So check back. And then tomorrow is the Sidley twins with the Galentine's Day. So come over there and we'll flock together. It's a rough day. I get it. Like for some people, I totally get that. So let's flock together and give hugs for our flock. But thank you guys so much for being here. You mean the whole wide world to me. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Sorry, this one went up late. Check back for the live. Let me know if that weight loss thing is something you're interested in, because I think I'm ready to start. I mean, obviously I'm starting to talk about it. So I'm ready to tell my story. If you guys want to hear it, let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Honk, honk, everyone. You mean the whole wide world to me, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.